Hi, Gil from Testing Gil here. Why do we test? There are many reasons for that, but let's look at it from a business perspective. Why are people paying us? Well, as we know from our experience, things don't work well the way we expect them to be when we build them. For that, there are also other reasons. So, if our app doesn't work, we'd rather know about it in advance rather than let the user find out about it later. Well, that means that we're paid to find bugs, right? Well, that's part of it. What about the things that do work? Let's take Google, for example. The main purpose of Google is search, so that better work, even if the daily doodle has some kind of bug in it sometime. So, we test to make sure that things are working, right? Well, again, that's part of it. What about everything is working, but very, very, very slowly? Couldn't we have known about it in advance? Well, the spec doesn't always say everything. Well, the definition of what is working, or maybe still working, is not always described everywhere all the time. And what we thought about it in the past may not happen today also. So we're testing to learn, right? Well, if I'm testing as a single user, and the system serves million users, am I testing it right? If I'm approaching the system as an administrator, but all the users will have a read-only permission, am I doing it right? I need to do this in the right context, the right users, the right permissions, the right conditions, the conditions where the system will actually run. What's the common thread here? Well, we want to know what works, what doesn't, what works slowly. And we also want to know what surprises us, like real users. And we could keep it for ourselves, but for the money, we need to tell other people, the stakeholders, so they can do something about it. Maybe they can release the version, or maybe delay it. Maybe they can decide on fixing the bug or go along with it. And on a larger scale, they can decide whether to develop some new features or stop them, or maybe perform experiments or change the architectures. Our information is the basis for that. Our job is to supply information to stakeholders, as much as possible, in the right context, and as accurately as possible. That's our goal. So we need to plan and execute and automate and learn and do some research, everything based on that goal. Every activity that we do is based on that. And that's why we test. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave some comments down below, and go watch some other videos I did on this channel. See you.